Good morning. Today, students, we're going to start doing some more geometry, but we're going to do this thing called transforming objects. We're going to work with triangles. So we're going to start with a translation. When you translate an object, it's pretty simple. You just either shift it right or left, up or down. So it doesn't rotate it, spin it, or flip it at all. It's just a slide. So if I were to take this object here, which is called triangle XYZ, I could translate it 3 units down and 4 units to the left. Here, I'll do it in red with my daughter's pen. So I'm just going to take each of the corners and go down 4, right? No, down 3. 1, 2, 3, and to the left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And each new point, I'm going to label that the same letter, but I'm going to put a little tick, and that's called prime. So that's called Z prime. It's the copy of point Z. Down 3, 1, 2, 3. Left 4, 1, 2, 3. And there's X prime, and I can connect those two, and that line segment is the same as that line segment. It's the same length, so they're congruent, and in fact, they're also parallel, you'll notice. Let's do Y. I go down 3 and left, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so translations at their heart are pretty simple if you're just moving something left or right. Each of the points went left 4 and down 3. Okay, so that's a translation. A reflection is a little bit slicker, but we create a mirror image over a specified line. So we're going to flip the object over. I'm actually going to flip this over the x-axis and the y-axis. So I'm going to take this triangle ABC here, and I'm going to flip it over the x-axis. Notice that point B, that's 2 units above the x-axis. So if I want to create a mirror image, I have to go instead the other direction, 2 units below the x-axis, and I'll create B prime that way. And I'll do the same thing with A. That's 3 units up, so I'm going to go 3 units below to find A prime. And look, C is sitting right on the x-axis. So it is not, it's on the what we call the line of reflection, so I'm just going to leave it there. C prime is in the same place. And I've created a mirror image by flipping this over the x-axis. I think I'll use green to flip it over the y-axis. B is 4 units to the right, so I'll go 4 units to the left to create B double prime. C is 2 units to the right, so I'll go 2 units to the left. And then A just stays right there. And so I made a reflection over the y-axis by flipping it left to right. All right, and so I have to do just one more thing here. I want to put some of these ideas together. First, we're going to take this triangle PQR, and we're going to translate it up 2 and right 3. But after that, I want to reflect it over the line x equals 3. So I'm going to do the translation first. I'm going to take each point and move it up 2 and right 3. And I'm going to go up 2 and right 3. P goes up 2 and right 3. So look, the new P is where the old R was. Interesting. And Q, and there's the new R. And I'm going to connect these with a dotted line, because this is like what we might call an intermediate image. I took this and I shifted it, but now I'm supposed to, after I do that, reflect it over the line x equals 3. Remember how we graph the line x equals 3? It's just a vertical line like this that goes through x equals 3. And so now each of these points needs to get reflected over that line. Now this is going to look a little funny when you're done, because the line is going through the object. So this R goes from being 1 unit to the right to now 1 unit to the left. So there's the new R. This P goes from 2 units to the right to 2 units to the left. So there's the new P. And then Q, same thing, jumps over here. And so then this final image is the one that's in red. We shifted it up 2 and right 3, and then we flipped it over that line x equals 3. Enjoy the lesson.